26th of September 2025 today. So what are we doing? First thing is to get back to the main road and then head up to Divundu in Namibia. This means a border crossing, which is our first that we've had to do on our own. It's only about 90 kilometres, but we have the slow track to the main road, the border crossing, and then the drive from the border to Divundu to do. The rising sun makes it easy to get out of bed. We have no windows, so it's pretty easy to figure out that it's not dark anymore.
Okay, Guma Lagoon. First thing in the morning, just going down to get some breakfast. This is a bit of a better look at the lagoon from the deck in the front of the lodge. Jetty here. Fishing out of here. I'm not going to give it a try here. And the water is super clear. I think they've got people going out in a boat. Okay, day 3 technically, isn't it?
Yep.
Off back to Etsha, and then we have to cross the border into Namibia today, which I hope goes smoothly. Angela's eyeing off the helicopter up there, and she's going to whimper when we drive past.
Mean.
So we got like 17 or so kilometres of four-wheel driving back to Etsha, and then try and sort out phone signal and blah blah blah. So.
Step 1. Back over the track to Etsha village. As you drive along, you keep an eye out for elephant poo and how fresh it is. It's not wise to surprise a herd of elephants.
We need one of those triangle things. There's bits of wood worrying me. I wonder if that is elephant poo.
Big enough for elephant poo. There's a big stick there.
Yeah.
So it's too big to come out of that donkey's ass.
You need to know.
You asked.
Mild disaster. There have been kilometres of roadworks, often down to one lane. We've been pulling over to let the oncoming traffic through, but in some places there are high banks or deep trenches that limit how far you can pull over. A bus has come through and given us no room and collected our mirror with a bang. That's unusual because the heavy vehicles here are usually courteous, but not this time.
So we just stopped to assess the damage. Just clipped right on the edge there. Still angry. Could have given me some room. He was in a big four-wheel drive and he didn't get off the road for me at all. I was just about over into the bloody deep pool on the left hand side. There's no other damage that I can see, so it's all good in that respect. But to claim that in the insurance, we're going to let the car hire people know this afternoon. Okay, we're on a stretch of road here that wouldn't make the news for Botswana because it's really nice. It's quite new, and if this is what the roadworks are going to end up like that we've been over, then this is really nice. Also, we're heading up the western edge of the Cubango, and even a short distance away from the delta and the river, it's just this dry scrub country with little farms and settlements around the place. Not really exciting, and lots of people trying to flag us down because they're waiting for buses and see if I can catch a free ride. Anyway, coming across the roadworks. So
we fill up at Shakawe. We've used 63 litres of fuel to do about 400 kilometres. That's about 15 litres per 100 kilometres. That's not good for a Hilux, but they aren't economical at highway speeds. I wonder if it was full when we picked it up. The price, 1,034 Botswana Pula, which at current exchange rates is about 105 Australian. Then it's up to the border crossing at Mahembo. A big shout out to the local people that helped us with the process, what forms to fill out, etc. There wasn't a lot of English spoken, but they recognised clueless tourists when they saw them and helped us out.
just crossing the border here at Mahembo, and it's very, very quiet, which is a really good thing because I have never crossed the land border on my own before. All that security stuff. Okay, so Mahembo, not Mahembo. Yeah. Okay, so we've just done the border paperwork. Hopefully that's everything. It's taken us about an hour for us to cross the border and get the vehicle across. So on now to the lodge. So the road immediately changes to a dirt road, and in the style of Norrli Schoenmaker, welcome to Namibia.
I thought that looked like a koala crossing thing. It's not.
I'm not even sure what the heck it is.
It was different arrows.
Oh,
Now it says go that way.
Yep. Elephant poo. It's definitely elephant poo. Okay. Whoops, fingers. It is so hard to keep your fingers out of the way on the stenties. The Shametu River Lodge, we made it. In fact, we made it so early we can't check in yet because it's not 2 o'clock. So we're down in...
What are you doing here?
Down in the bar. It's alright. Some people you just can't get rid of. It's a familiar face over there.
We have a really nice ham and cheese toastie at the bar for lunch, and then our room is ready. We'll have to do better with the room picks on this trip. Hot water here also required black magic, but Angela worked it out.
Big water monitor. What in Australia we would call a bung arrow. Probably what, a metre and a bit long. It's out in the path earlier on and scarpered while I got my camera. Just noticed his head sticking out and I got a good shot. And
There he goes.
strolling off. Off for an afternoon boat sundowner. You can definitely tell this is the dry season. Everything just looks completely dead. So no doubt Come rainy season, this will liven up. So this is the Cubango River above the delta, and up there, oh, just there's a tree. You're going out on a boat, but up there you can't see it from here, but when you're further up, there's one of the waterfalls of Popa Falls. It looks like there's a big rock bar right across the river up there that blocks the river and has about 10 or 15 cascades down it. So this is the jetty at the lodge we're staying at. It's right on the Cubango River, and some of the chalets are as well, but our chalet isn't. We're not that upmarket enough. We had it good last night. Okay, so this is one of the tour boats coming through, and the local boat there, Ets Ha, and somewhere around here I'm planning on going for a bit of a ride in one. These are the...
Similar to what we had last night. Sorry? Similar to what we had last night.
This is some of the accommodation right along the riverfront. It's very nice. We've got sort of up behind those, but we had accommodation like that last night on the Guma Lagoon. And that's a lodge next door. I don't know what the name of that one is, but there's a lot of lodges along here. So this stretch of the river at least is very rocky and has quite a current. I did say there was a lot of lodges along here, sort of 4 I think tucked away all in the same stretch of river up near the Popa Falls, which I think we're going to get a look at later. Two hippos in the water there. Oh, one's going to disappear. It must be nice and cool in there.
From this river, its origin from Angola. It flows 1,600 kilometers from Angola, passing Namibia, going to Botswana, at the Cubango Delta.
Busy digging burrows here.
These, I think, are southern Carmen bee eaters. The hippos are disappointingly non-vocal. Must be enjoying the cool water too much to have anything to say.
Doesn't seem to be many bulls.
Wow.
There's two of them over there. These kids all playing over there in the hippo.
In the background, some of the local kids are swimming in the river. There are crocodiles here too. The kids will be keeping a watch. They're young, not stupid.
Here he goes. Get it?
Yep. A bit to the side of the front. Yeah, crocodile there, just a little attacker, about a metre maybe. Nice colour.
On the boat tour in Uganda, they wanted to know why I wasn't getting up to take a photo of the crocodiles. I said, I've got them at home. It's all tied together.
Coming back past where bees are colony. The ones we saw this morning were blue coloured ones. It was a bit stupid, I didn't stop and photograph them. African harrier, not a vulture. Manoeuvring around between all the rocks, I think we're going to have a look at the falls. But I certainly don't think we're going to get up that way. So this is one of the cascades of Popa Falls. Whoop. That ruined the shot, didn't it? Not Ipupa Falls, Popa Falls. And this, I mentioned before, there seems to be like a rock bar across the river here and the falls cascade down. So this is a better shot of one of the flights of the falls. And there's a channel where another one runs in here, the flight's up there somewhere. There's another smaller flight of the falls here. I think if I go up there I can see it better. This is another flight here and there's some local guys with fishing poles fishing for I don't know what. We saw some fishing for little tilapia earlier on. Sprung. Propping up the bar there. Okay, back to the lodge now and get changed for dinner. I can't remember the name of the short story we read when we were in high school, but talking about the madness of Englishmen living in Africa, and it all goes downhill when they don't change for dinner.
So it's down to the restaurant for dinner. This is a larger lodge near a big town, so the menu is more extensive than the remote lodges. I opted for the oryx. Basically it's venison. They're farmed for the table in Namibia and Botswana, so not wild hunted. So tomorrow, we're staying here. Well, when I say staying here, we're going for an early morning game drive, up at dawn and gone in the safari wagon. We'll have breakfast out in the national park. We have a list of animals we want to see, so join us next time to see if we have any luck. Until then, keep safe and see you for the next video.